o'clock and I was still messing about. Anyway, as you can see, it looks a lot better now. This morning it looked really awful, really cloudy and wet. It didn't. I think it rained a little bit, a couple of specks of rain. Um, but today's Fish and Chip Friday. We got 7 in the house, 5 lights already. Hey, top people. So obviously the light thing's working. Yeah, 25th of October. Temperatures today in the shade is 23. So a little bit cooler today. Um, Fish and Chip Friday, I mentioned that. Who's that? Paula, yeah, top lady. Well done for coming in first. Right, I'll just turn it around now. And Phil's in as well. How do you do? Harvey's in as well. I'll tell you what, I'm knackered. I've been a busy day for me. Anyway, yesterday I lost my drone. Today I've still lost my drone. I mean, I know where it is. I've seen the drone. I just can't get to it. So I've been spending most of the day trying to retrieve it, but this just didn't happen. But it's knackered me because it's such a walk where it was. Anyway, hey ho, plenty more drones to fly. Yesterday I was in the basement. I think it was about, I don't know, 5, something like that. And Jan was next door in her little workshop, and she's got, I never heard of the word, but a mezzanine. You know, it's another floor, and she's been moving stuff about. Anyway, because she was moving stuff about, I heard this rumble, quite loud it was, and it really sort of shook the basement. But it was only, we're talking seconds, really. And I've been living there now 8 years. We get earthquakes, but usually they're in the distance, and also it's just like a truck that goes past. But this one, it looks like looking, because somebody sent me a message later. It was showing it was between Camposol and El Paraton, which is just up the road, and 3 miles down, and it was 2.9. There seems to be a few different variations, but it was 2.9 or 3, whatever. Not enough to do any severe damage, but I can't say it hasn't done any damage, because my friend Kev, if he's on, because he said his internet was knocked out, his garden dropped a little bit, a couple inches, and then he was saying his friend noticed that his wall was cracked. This is one of the things, guys, when you're buying property here in Spain, all along this east coast, we got volcanoes. Obviously, they're extinct now, but we do get earthquakes. And I think it was 2012, something like that. There was a really bad one, and it's about, I'm into miles myself. It's about 30 miles away, Lorca. It's probably about half-hour drive from here. They had a really bad one, but I think it was 6 on the Richter. Few people got killed. Some of the buildings fallen down. So it's one of the things you have to think about slightly. But that's the first time I've been in a earthquake. I mean, okay, so it's not like a major earthquake. I mean, some people say it's more of an earth tremor, but obviously they got like an earthquake warning system here in Spain, even though they don't warn you until it happens, unless it's going to be a really big one, I suppose, and then they probably get a warning. So interestingly, when that happened, and I'd been out all day yesterday as well, so I had fish and chips yesterday, I must say, very nice. So Robster's, it must be early in the morning, Rob, or was it late for you? Probably middle of the night, isn't it? Yeah, I think you get earthquakes as well, don't you, Rob? So yesterday I had fish and chips. So tonight we've got, I mean, yeah, and I know the UK gets earthquakes as well, don't they? Which is interesting. So we got a few people going on about earthquakes now. 8 o'clock in the morning, eh? But is it Friday or was it Saturday, Rob? Can't. I think you're behind us, aren't you? So I think it's you're coming into 8 o'clock Friday morning, aren't you? Yeah. See, I know some things, not much. So, I'm going to turn it around again so you can see. So you can see that there's no damage, unfortunately. And I'm not really sure with house policy insurance. Does earthquakes come under that? So something to worth checking, I suppose. I mean, I would imagine, I don't know, maybe some sort of damage you're covered, but it'd be interesting to know, because they do say, don't they, with any sort of major disaster, like airplane that dives into your house, you're not covered. Where were the mushy peas? Ah, don't have mushy peas, we have gravy. But you can, obviously, I think, obviously you can have mushy peas. You can have pickled onions, can't you? And pickled eggs, and gherkins, and baked beans is another one, isn't it? No, we're not, we do get, depends where you get it from, I suppose, with the mushy peas. 7.1. Now that's what you call an earthquake, isn't it, Rob? 7.1. So anyway, it's, you know, different part of the day. It's not every day you get an earthquake, but I mean, being in the basement, at least I knew I was probably one of the safest places. But and I could hear somebody across the road say, "What was that?" Because that was a real rumble. And yeah, it's the first time I ever heard, you know, that's ever happened to me. A big one like that. Pickled eggs. Can you get pickled eggs on Camposol? That says Lorraine. Now, good question, that, Lorraine. I'm not going to say, oh yeah, of course you can. I can't say when I went in there did I notice the big jar of pickled eggs. I have to remember that. Next time I'm in there, Lorraine, I'll probably be in there next weekend. And I was supposed to be meeting Mike today, Mike the tramp that lives in Torrevecca, but unfortunately hasn't got in contact with me. He's always got problems with his phone, which I suppose is probably one of the major things. But I did hear a week or so back he was having problems with his tent. It was starting to break up. So I have to see what happens tomorrow. I don't usually weekends. Can't remember the last time the earth moved. No, that's another thing, isn't it? Anyway, we're back to the questions tomorrow, because I was going to do a question today, but I thought, oh, the earthquake sounds interesting to chat about. It's not every day you have an earthquake. Anyway, put it back on me. Don't forget, guys, it's coming up to Sunday. Like I said, I'm not going to give you a warning this time. So if you want one of those free stickers, you're going to have to be there waiting. But I'll be honest, it won't be early morning, but it'll be sort of, you know, during the day, but not early morning. Anyway, adios amigos. I'll catch you tomorrow. Hopefully more sun. But we have got a lot of rain coming, unfortunately. You're 9 hours behind me, Rob. Adios. Have a good day, Rob. Don't overdo it. Adios.